joining me. I'm going to show you a few things about the ferry trail. And the ferry trail is located at 44 Milestone Road, and it is a land bank property. All right, so I know some of you have already been here and have built some houses, and we'll take a little tour after we're finished with the house that has been constructed already. And we're going to put it in a nice sunny spot on the trail, and I have a pile of supplies that I have put together that we can add to this nice structure. All right, here we go. All right, so here's our nice sunny spot, and I'm going to put it right here, backed up against the trees. I made sure that there's no poison ivy here because there is some poison ivy in the trail, not too much, but just be aware. Remember, leaves of 3, let it be. All right, so we don't have any shiny leaves of 3 here. So, all right, so if you look over here, I have a big pile of some supplies that I had collected in the forest or on the trails at 44 Milestone Road. And I did find some other things that were left behind from some other ferry houses. All right, so I've collected some pine cones. These seashells were obviously not from the woods or the trails, but they were from my collection, and I brought some of those. I did have some nice moss, some nice mosses, and these are some nice all natural products or materials to use for building your ferry houses, and lots of tree bark that we can use. And whatever I don't use, I'm gonna leave here in the woods on the ferry trail, so please help yourself if you decide to come with your family to make a ferry house. You can feel free to use some of these supplies. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of add to the ferry house that's already been constructed, and it's kind of a garden ferry house. We can kind of call it the Welcome to the Ferry Trail house because it is one of the first ones on the trail. There is one before here, and we can look at that one after. But I'm gonna add just some tree bark all the way around my ferry house, and I have all this nice moss and this beautiful rock that we found on the way in. It didn't really have a home, but if someone else did lose it, at least they know where to find it. It's at this ferry house. So, all right, so I'm gonna just add some of these things to the sides. And hopefully we'll have some nice ferries come visiting our house. All right. So if not too much stuff left over. All right. All right, so it's very woodsy and natural. Put some pine cones here, and it's easy just to decorate. And since we live on our beautiful island, I always like to have some nautical flair to things. So we can add some seashells wherever you want. I'll put some on the roof, on the rooftop. Okay, I have this nice moss cushioning and a broom for sweeping up. I'll put that over there, protected, maybe from the wind. That could blow away. Okay, and one more pine cone right there. All right, and there you have it. Simple enough to add some things to your ferry house and our ferry land. All right, so let's take a walk through the forest a little bit further, or the trail, and we'll take a look at some more of the ferry houses that are already here. Here we go. All right, we're going down. Here's some that have already been here for a long time. This one has a lot of seashells. This one has a nice little sign, happy This one has seashells on the roof too. Some nice decorations. We have this one over here. This one is so cool. It's almost like a fairy tree house. And this one, the person collected some nice moss, which you can find on the trails here at the Land Bank Trail. Oh, here's another one. This one has some nice shingles on it, a window, and of course, seashells inside. Let's see. Oh, and here we go. This one up. Now I see where the little rock came from, the little sparkly rock. All right, and this one's cute. It has a walk path right to the front door or the front area of the fairy house. And then look at this little chair. Somebody made a cute little chair. Cute, super cute. All right, we're gonna walk through, and then of course we have Devin's fairy house. Devin made a great fairy house for the fairy trail. Still looking good. Hopefully there have been some fairies to enjoy themselves here. And I think there might be a few more little structures. And if you do come down the trail and it seems like some of the fairy houses need some help, or they need a little bit of building back in order, I'm sure it would be okay to put some things back in order. This one looks like a lot of the little stones came off. As long as you're not destroying it and you're rebuilding it, it makes for a nice trail for everyone to enjoy. All right. I think we have maybe one more right here with moss. Yep, this was an attempt. And remember that you can use a lot of the things you see in this pile here. There's a lot of rocks gathered and some sticks gathered to make your fairy house. And it looks like even over here someone made like a little pile. You can lean your sticks up and make a little structure just by leaning things. You don't need too much supplies like nails or hammers or anything like that. But all right, thanks for joining me, and hope to see some more fairy houses here on the fairy trail. I'm walking back through to take one last glimpse of the fairy trail that I built today. This one. See you next time. And have fun. Enjoy building your fairy house. And remember, look around for all of the supplies and materials that you can use. And hope you have a great day. And I look forward to seeing some fairy houses made by you. All right. Have a good day. Bye.